Effects on chemistry in today's world. Contributions of chemistry in the medicine. Chemistry is a huge part of medicine, both a diagnostic and treatment tool. Chemistry departments in hospital medical labs analyze blood, urine, etc. for proteins and sugars. Glucose in the urine is a sign of diabetes and other metabolic and inorganic substances. Electrolyte tests are a routine blood analysis, testing things like potassium and sodium. Most medications are involved with inhibiting a specific enzyme or the expression of a gene. Since enzymes are proteins, their functions differ based on a shape, and inhibitor drugs must be customized for each target enzyme. All of this requires chemistry. Contributions of chemistry in the food. Artificial flavors are chemical compounds that mimic the smell or taste of food. They are derived using chemistry, but also use chemistry in their combination. Preservatives are chemicals that chemists add to foods that, without altering their taste or texture, prevent or slow down the forming of mold and pathogens. Atoms and combinations of atoms make up all substances, including food. Chemistry studies how atoms interact with each other and the changes that occur when that happens. When you heat food, freeze it, mix, and store it, you are making changes to the atoms in food. And that all boils down to the chemistry. The chemistry and the global warming. The term global warming refers to an increase in Earth's mean global temperature because a part of Earth's outgoing infrared radiation is retained by several trace gases in the atmosphere, whose concentrations have been increasing because of human industrial, commercial, and agricultural activities. These gases have the ability to absorb radiation, leading to the tendency of the atmosphere to create warmer climates than would otherwise be the case. The most important naturally occurring trace gases that have the ability to absorb infrared radiation are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. Global warming causes. Global warming is primarily a problem of too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which acts as a blanket, trapping heat and warming the planet as we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas for energy, or cut down and burn forests to create pastures and plantations. Carbon accumulates and overloads our atmosphere. Certain waste management and agricultural practices aggravate the problem by releasing other potent global warming cases, such as methane and nitrous oxide. See the pie chart for a breakdown of heat-tapping global warming emissions by economic sector. Contributions of chemistry in the war. Chemistry has created many of the great weapons of the modern age. Included are atom bombs, which split atoms to create energy for an explosion; any incendiary flame weapon, which is a chemical reaction; mustard gas and other lethal gases used in World War I; and a multitude of other weapons. Now, we will see a video that shows us how life will be without chemistry.
Yeah. Aha. Ah! Oh, phew. Ah! Ah. Phew. Chemistry. Our life, our future.
Химия – наша жизнь,
Chimie,
наше будущее.
notre vie,
Chemie,
notre futur.
unser Leben, unsere Zukunft.
Nuestro futuro.
Nasze życie, nasza przyszłość!
Melting of the poles affect the climate of Mexico. We have three solutions of this. The first one.
Dr. Charles Zender of the University of California at Irvine told Congress, reducing Arctic black carbon concentrations sooner rather than later is the most efficient way to mitigate Arctic warming that we know of. We've previously noted, top climate scientists say that CO2 plays a huge role in the melting of snow and ice. The director of Stanford's Atmosphere and Energy Program and professor of civil and environmental engineering, Mark Jacobson, believes that soot is the primary cause of melting Arctic ice, and says, controlling soot may be the only way to significantly slow Arctic warming over the next 2 decades.
The second one.
A new study suggests one way that humans could slow the melting of the sea ice by preventing international flights from crossing over the Arctic Circle. These cross-polar flights are a surprisingly large source of black carbon pollution in the region, and if those planes diverted course, that could help fend off the day when the Arctic sea ice collapses for good.
The third one.
What we can do is save energy. Technologies exist today to make cars that run cleaner and burn less gas, generate electricity from wind and sun, modernize power plants, and build refrigerators, air conditioners, and whole buildings that use less power.
Finally, we have a conclusion. Our stance on the effects of chemistry in today's world focuses on the advantages and the positive changes the science has brought to our lives. Though sometimes we may not notice, chemistry has always played a very important role in every aspect of our lives, from big issues to big ones. Almost everything around us is made up of chemicals: food, clothing, buildings, etc. Even our body itself is made of chemical elements. Humanity benefits from the practical application of chemistry because modern life will not be so comfortable without the technology that provides the science. The main importance of studying chemistry is that it works as a support for the other branches of science, such as physics, biology, medicine, etc. And it helps to understand many things about the world surrounding us: food, medicine, war, global warming. Chemistry is involved in all of them. And with this video, we wanted the people to know better how understand how easy and efficient our lives become with chemistry. Thank you for your attention.